All right, I'm here with Peyton. Peyton, tell me, when you got into business, what was something that you believed that reality changed really quick?
I think that I always thought that it would be really easy to balance all of the different clients and all of the administrative responsibilities and representing your business and all of those fun things, and that classic balance between working in the business and on the business. And so I found that to be a little challenging once we got started, but hopefully coming to an easier point with that.
Great. Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. I'm Joe Justice. I'm here with Peyton. Peyton, tell me, what's your hustle?
I am the principal consultant of Selah Directive, a bespoke consulting company based in the New River Gorge area.
So what got you into doing that type of work?
It's a long story, but I'll try to shorten it. I was originally in HR and was recruited by the New River Gorge Regional Development Authority to help launch the state's first ever angel network, which invested in entrepreneurs all over the state. And I just fell in love with that process. And so through running that for 3 years, I thought at the end of that period, I think I could maybe do this myself. And so started a consulting company to work with nonprofits, entrepreneurs, business owners of various sorts to really just help them build capacity. And so that's what we've been doing for the last several years, and we're loving it.
And what kind of problems do you solve for your clients?
Really, we're at the core, we help them build capacity. And so whether that is a small nonprofit that needs fractional executive support or an entrepreneur seeking capital for their business, we try to find an area that we can leverage our experience and support to really just help them in whatever season they find themselves in.
Now, when you started your business or working with businesses, what's a mistake that you made early on, and what did you learn from it?
Saying yes to too much. When you first start, you're afraid of how many things are going to come your way, if they're going to come at all. And so you start to say yes to everything and anybody that will ask you to do something. And eventually you learn that not saying yes is also a strategic move for your business. And so I would say learning to say no in a respectful, happy way is something that I learned that I am enjoying now.
And that's a real common problem with entrepreneurs, but how did you know that it was time for a change?
I think that we started to see a really diverse range of clients across all of the sectors that we support. And I'm one of these people that would rather do a few things really well than do a lot of things not so well. And so we got comfortable with a certain client load. And once we were comfortable in that, I knew it was kind of time to stop taking on new stuff. And then that ebbs and flows as a business. So you have one project in and another begins. And so we're always looking for new opportunities, but we're also really good at saying we're positioned well to help you, or someone else might be better positioned to help you.
And what's a common misconception that people have about your industry?
I would say that consulting is a lot of talking. I think a lot of people think that consulting is just talking. But what we wanted to do when we started the company was to balance someone having a partner they can confide in with stepping alongside of them and working in a cohesive way to help them bridge the gap. And so what we've done is work really hard and laser focused to do just that. And so we're not just here to blow smoke, we're here to help people get tangible results.
What kind of problems are you seeing today in the market with entrepreneurs and small businesses and nonprofits? Are they running into problems with, is it funding, is it staffing? What kind of problems do you see commonly today?
Yeah, to piggyback on an earlier response, is capacity is a huge thing. So a lot of small orgs and small companies need expertise that is really strategic and can guide them in the right direction, but they don't have a budget to hire a full-time staff. They can't sustain it long term. And so we try to, pitch ourselves as a partner that can work with you long term and save you a lot of money along the way. Also, I would say that West Virginia and Appalachia at large has an issue with an aging workforce, and that extends to small businesses, extends to nonprofits. And so we really are trying to work with folks that are transitioning to help them find replacements so that their business and their organizations can live to see another day, and that they can hopefully benefit financially from that too. So that's been a laser focus of ours.
All right, so a few rapid fire questions here. Tell me, Peyton, what's the best $100 you ever spent on your business?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I would say that it was getting plugged in with a good CRM to manage our workflow. And so probably was a little more than $100, but getting one that was good, that could adapt and change as I did, was super helpful. So I would recommend that.
What has been your biggest waste of money?
There's been a lot of those too. I would say the biggest waste of money probably is in the wrong type of marketing. And so, you think that any marketing is good, and in some degrees it might be. My wife would know better. She's the marketer. But, when you put your resources in the wrong thing, it doesn't generate the results you think it will. And so I would say that.
Yellow page ads aren't really paying off these days, right?
Yeah, no yellow pages, newspapers, maybe not the way to go. But even just sort of unstructured spending and ads that are not geared to the right audience, and learning the difference, I think, for business owners is really important. And so for me, it was not just blindly doing a Facebook ad thinking that that's going to reach your target in an effective way.
What's one skill every entrepreneur should possess?
Every entrepreneur should have a certain amount of resilience. You're going to be told no, things are not going to work out the way that you think they're going to work out always, and knowing how to be resilient and come back stronger, make the changes that are necessary, and build something that can sustain those challenges is super important. So resilience comes to mind.
And as we're kind of wrapping up here, Peyton, tell me, what is one belief, one principle, one idea that you stand by even when everybody says you're wrong?
I think that it would be, you don't always have to hire a full-time person to accomplish what you need in your organization. As a consultant, I'm always going to pitch that it's easier sometimes to outsource certain tasks, duties, responsibilities within a small or growing organization rather than take on the burden of a full-time employee. So that's our pitch, and that's what we tell lots of folks all over Appalachia, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, Peyton, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, get more information, learn more about what you're doing right now, what's the best way for them to follow you?
Go to SelahDirective.com, submit a contact form, and then keep up to date with us on socials. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and so we'd love it if you just check us out there, and we'll get in touch with you.
Thank you very much, Peyton, and thank you all for watching and listening. Remember, this is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.